Let's start off with the VMAs that took place last night. The VMAs, short for Video Music Awards, are an annual award show presented by MTV to showcase and award artists for their accomplishments and talent, with many huge celebrities in attendance such as Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Halle and Chloe Bailey, and oh my gosh, the list goes on and on. Well, we are going to be talking about no other but the queen of rap herself, and that of course is Nicki Minaj. Yes, Nicki is making headlines due to her wardrobe malfunction at this award show. This is surely not Minaj's first rodeo, as she has had a countless amount of wardrobe malfunctions in the past. She was famously known for flashing her entire front side back in 2018 during the Made in America festival. She did not seem to care at all about what happened, and you know what? Good for her. She attended the VMAs in a pink wedding dress inspired outfit. She looked absolutely stunning in this bubblegum pink dress that had a ton of lace detailing and even a veil to complete the look. The dress also featured a silk corset which just snatched her body and gave her all the curves. Well, unfortunately, she didn't realize one of her shoes were not done up properly until she was being interviewed. She revealed that she had suffered from a wardrobe malfunction. She noticed all of this while off camera and stated she just realized her shoe was not buckled properly. The camera then zooms in on her feet. This was a hilarious minor malfunction, and it was great to see Nicki's reaction as it was all captured on camera. I'm glad she was able to realize this before she accidentally slipped or tripped due to the error. This was also Minaj's second year in a row being the host for the MTV VMAs, and I would love to hear what you think about this silly shoe situation. While we're on the topic of malfunctions, we are also going to recap Olivia Rodrigo's shocking stage malfunction while performing at the VMAs. Just days following the release of Olivia's second album, Guts, she took on stage as the second performer of the night, singing her new hit song Vampire. As she was singing, many audience members and even the performer herself seemed to be startled from all the pyrotechnics going off. A fake tree branch and even a red drape fell onto the stage, which caused a VMA's stagehand to help direct Rodrigo quickly off the stage and into safety. As the stage went dark, many feared something has gone terribly wrong. Well, Olivia's hit song Good For You began to play as it transitioned to Olivia performing another new song titled Get Him Back. It turns out the entire stage malfunction was planned all along. Many people had shared their opinions, and most of them are surrounding Selena Gomez's reaction to the stage malfunction in real time. Selena looked visibly worried for Olivia while she was rushed off stage, and now many fans are making jokes about the situation, with some fans even saying Olivia traumatized Selena and how this may be Selena's last VMAs attendance. It was funny to read everyone's reaction to the planned stage malfunction, and of course the hilarious comments people had to say as well. Although the stage malfunction was planned, Shakira is facing some criticism after some are accusing her of lip singing during her performance last night. While Shakira performed a huge 10-minute medley combining a bunch of her hit songs all while dancing and even crowd surfing. However, while watching her performance, people took to social media to share their opinions, as many believed her lip singing was a little bit too obvious. However, it is not uncommon for people in the music industry to be caught lip singing, and that includes Mariah Carey, Beyonce, and Katy Perry being a few. There's no doubt in their musical talent and abilities. However, some fans discussed how they were disappointed it was not her live vocals. Well, to be fair, Shakira was working hard on that stage, hitting every beat with her incredible dancing and her amazing stage presence. So it isn't always easy to do all that while putting on a show for one of the biggest award shows. I mean, I can't even sing in the shower, let alone pull off what Shakira did. Did you get a chance to watch it? What are your thoughts on the 2023 VMAs this year? While we're speaking about the musical talent, our next story focuses on Liam Payne, the ex-member of the insanely popular boy band One Direction. If you're once upon a Directioner like me, you may have known about Liam's health issues surrounding his kidneys since the age of 4. And when doctors did tests on him, it was deemed one of his kidneys was scarred and dysfunctional. He had one properly functioning kidney until in 2014 he shared the great news of his kidney that once had issues and it quote-unquote fixed itself. Well, unfortunately, Liam was rushed into the hospital after experiencing severe kidney pains while on a trip with his girlfriend Kate Cassidy in Italy. The Sun reported the couple were staying at a property by the lake when Liam had to be rushed to the hospital and taken by ambulance. This all happened after Liam canceled his solo tour dates in Latin America last month due to a severe kidney infection, which apparently has not been resolved yet. Liam has been signed into the hospital for at least another 6 days while he is able to be provided with care and hopefully more information on his health as he continues to get treatment. A source said they want to ensure they do every test possible before they suspect any underlying issues that have been going on and getting getting worse. A source who is close to the situation stated Liam is in a bad way, but he is in the best place he can be, and finally, doctors will be able to get to the bottom of what's going on. It is devastating to hear about the health issues he is experiencing. He was actually in Italy to celebrate his 1-year anniversary with his girlfriend. Luckily, she was there to support and aid him while he was in pain. Liam himself has also revealed his struggles since the band decided to separate back in 2015. This caused him to lash out on other people, and this also caused a secret stint at the clinic last year. Liam has spoken about his journey to sobriety, as he mentions in a YouTube video that he hit rock bottom and realized he had to change whatever he was doing because it was clearly not working. He further thanked his son Bear, as well as the mother of his child, Cheryl Cole, for allowing him to take the time and work on himself. Liam stated there is no point of being a dad when you have nothing to teach, which is very responsible for him to say, and I'm glad he's working on bettering his own life and the ones surrounding him, and of course his son. Liam has said he realized he was projecting his issues outwards instead of noticing and self-reflecting on what was hurting him on the inside, which he acknowledges caused his outburst on saying some rude comments about his former bandmate Zayn Malik. Liam has done some reflecting and gives credit to all the boys in the band, including Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, and even Zayn Malik, for always sticking by his side through his struggles when they were together. He revealed he was 6 months sober back in July, and throughout his journey he has gained a ton of supports from his fans. I hope Liam is able to have a speedy recovery as they try and get to the bottom of his health. It does seem like he has been working on creating a better path and future for himself, and I give him respect for doing so. Next up, let's talk about the US Open, more specifically the drama surrounding Amy Schumer and Nicole Kidman. The US Open, which is a tennis tournament that has made it to its 143rd year. Many celebrities attend these tournaments, including Timothy Chalamet, with no one else but his girlfriend Kylie Jenner. Lil Wayne, Leonardo DiCaprio, Justin Timberlake were just a few out of the large celebrity attendance. Well, over the weekend, Amy Schumer and Nicole Kidman were pictured both wearing pink open collar tops at the Open. I wonder if Regina George styled them. All jokes aside, Schumer took to Instagram to share pictures of Kidman watching the tournament while her chin is resting on her hand, and captioned the photo, "This how humans sit," implying that Kidman is not human. Honestly, I have no idea what Schumer's intentions were behind the caption. Like, is Kidman an alien that the government hasn't told us about? Honestly, the list is endless of what Nicole could be. While in all seriousness, Schumer has been facing backlash due to some believing the caption was a form of bullying and mean girl behavior. Schumer did take down the photo after all the negative attention surrounding her post. After Schumer removed the photo, she decided to take the Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis approach when addressing the alleged bullying. For some context, Kutcher and Kunis are facing major controversy for supporting their co-star from That 70s Show, Danny Masterson, as he was trialed for terrible things he had done to women. The Hollywood couple decided to show support towards Masterson after he was sentenced for 30 years, and if you want more detail on the situation, it is a more sensitive topic, so search it at your own risk. However, the letter Kutcher and Kunis wrote in support of Masterson was, well, let me just read you Amy's apology. She posted it and wrote, "I apologize to all the people I hurt posting a picture of Nicole Kidman and alluding to her being an alien. I will be asking the cast of That 70s Show to write letters advocating for my forgiveness. Hashtag taking time to heal." Schumer actually took this apology down as well. After Amy was finished being ripped apart, that left the angry public no choice but to leave comments on her most recent picture at the time, which was a post dedicated to the US Open winner, Coco Gauff. Coco left a comment in response of Amy's support towards her by typing 4 heart emojis. And this somehow caused further anger, with people replying to Coco's comment asking why she's supporting someone who makes fun of others' appearances. Well, I don't think Coco has anything to do with this, so it definitely doesn't help Schumer's case, especially because of the history she has when it comes to making fun of female celebrities and their appearances. We all know the media is a lot harsher when it comes to scrutinizing women for their appearance in comparison to men, and Amy should know how it feels to be examined under a microscope when it comes to the public eye. And it obviously does not feel good when people talk bad about you. While she has a past in instances such as Hilaria Baldwin's body shaming post. Hilaria is the wife of famous actor Alec Baldwin, who is the uncle of Haley Baldwin. And while the opinions are mixed on this one, as Baldwin told Schumer not to apologize as she understands she was only making a joke. In this situation, Schumer commented on a photo Baldwin posted with her baby in her bra and underwear, 3 months after giving birth. First of all, amazing confidence from Baldwin as she looked absolutely stunning, and we all know childbirth isn't easy. Baldwin is often discussing body positivity and states Schumer's comments were just a joke. So far, Nicole has not directly responded to this whole situation. An apparent insider insider told the Daily Mail how Nicole is not fazed by this at all and thinks it's silly. What do you think about the situation? I mean, from both perspectives, it can be seen as both ways. It is harder to make jokes nowadays without anyone being offended, but did Schumer cross the line when it came to the comments about Nicole Kidman? I personally think if the people she is joking about doesn't really seem to mind and understands it's a joke, then we shouldn't be mad at Schumer if the people she's directly talking to doesn't seem mad. I mean, Baldwin seemed to think her comment about her were funny, and I would love to hear your opinions on the situation. At the end of the day, there's always two or more sides when it comes to perspective of these stories, and let us know your opinions down below.
Who doesn't love dissing and embarrassing your ex in front of the whole entire world? Well, Shakira sure does. Now, Shakira has been awarded the Video Vanguard Award tonight at the VMAs, and she put on an amazing performance to accompany it. In addition to her Video Vanguard win, Shakira entered this year's ceremony with 4 nominations: Artist of the Year, Best Collaboration with Karol G for TGQ, and Best Latin Music Video for both TGQ and Aristico. Her legendary Video Vanguard medley also marks the first time she's performed at the awards show in 17 years. Yeah, now this isn't the first time the 30-time nominee has made history at the awards show though, as in 2005 she gave the first ever VMAs performance done entirely in Spanish when she took the stage with Alejandro Sanz to perform their hit La Tura. Now in her performance tonight though, she seemed to diss her ex Gerard Piqué. In June 2022, it was reported that Shakira had recently dumped her partner of more than a decade, Gerard, after she caught him cheating with another woman. The singer and the soccer star, who share 2 sons, soon confirmed their split, though they kept mum on the infidelity allegations. That changed in January 2023 though, when Shakira released a diss track that included lyrics taking shot at Gerard and his new girlfriend, who's 12 years younger than him. "You're acting so weird, I don't even recognize you. I'm worth 2 22-year-olds. You traded in a Ferrari for a Twingo. You traded in a Rolex for a Casio," Shakira sings. She then went on to insult Gerard's intelligence. But there's more. Reports also surfaced claiming Shakira was clued into the cheating because she returned home after a trip to discover that someone had eaten jam she kept in the fridge in the home she shared with Gerard. Now he and their sons all hate jam, so it had to be someone else who ate it, and it was the girl who he cheated on her with. So singing that song in front of an entire world was a huge drag. Now besides that being iconic, Bruce Gilmer, president of music talent, programming, and events at Paramount and chief content officer of Paramount Plus, revealed why the global icon was an obvious choice as this year's Video Vanguard recipient. Shakira is a true global force who continues to inspire and influences the masses with her unique musical prowess. One of the first artists to lead the globalization of Latin music, Bruce said. Her massive impact across the musical landscape will be long-lasting as she continues to create and entertain at the highest level. Now she is the first South American artist to be honored with this award, and amid chants of her name, Shakira thanks MTV and Wiseclef Jean for the award, along with the video directors and creative partners, her label partners, her parents, children Milan and Sasha, and the amazing women who work with me. "I want to share this award with my fans who always support me through thick and thin. Thank you so much for being my army and helping me fight all my battles," she said. She ended her speech in Spanish, saying, "This is for my people, the Latin American people inside and outside of this country. Thank you for inspiring me and injecting me with so much power, and I will keep going. I love you." Shakira hit the red carpet in a backless golden Versace gown with a
Nicki Minaj shocking wardrobe malfunction during live performance. From over-the-top frocks, clashing patterns, and X-rated looks, the 2023 MTV VMAs were filled with a slew of fashion fails. Some of music's biggest names attended the event, which took place at the Prudential in Newark, New Jersey on Tuesday, but many failed to deliver as far as fashion was concerned. Nicki Minaj, Emily Ratajkowski, and Saweetie were among those who sported strange looks for the night. Minaj opted for a bizarre bubblegum pink bridal gown with a see-through bottom as well as a matching lace veil over her face. Her blushing bride look was created by Dolce & Gabbana, and the star later wore it on stage while performing her hosting duties. Minaj also matched her pastel pink eyeshadow to her dress. This year, she decided to go for a Barbie bridal-inspired ensemble with a sexy twist. Instead of it featuring a traditional gown, the number was designed with a satin corset with lace sides and a see-through skirt that delicately swept the floor. Minaj's all-pink moment comes only a year after she commanded the stage in full Barbiecore at last year's show, during which she was also crowned Video Vanguard royalty. One thing about Nicki Minaj, she's the baddest performer alive. The decorated rapper, who has been nominated for 25 career VMAs alone, is a frequent award show attendee, and she always brings her fashion A-game. All it takes is one glance at Nicki's past VMA looks, from a geometric mini dress with a stuffed animal train in 2011 to a skin-tight latex jumpsuit in 2017, to know she is not afraid to let her bold personality shine through in her red carpet style. In between her emceeing duties, Nicki debuted a new song from Pink Friday 2 and performed her track Last Time I Saw You at the 2023 MTV VMAs. Singing and rapping solo before an excitable and vocal crowd, Minaj performed the new song without revealing its title. Minaj is up for a few trophies at this evening's ceremony. She's nominated for Artist of the Year, Video of the Year, presented by Burger King. Last year, Minaj was honored with the annual Video Vanguard Award, which this year is going to Shakira. Minaj also emceed the 2022 VMAs alongside LL Cool J and Jack Harlow and performed a career-spanning 9-song medley that included portions of Super Bass, Super Freaky Girl, Monster, Bees in the Trap, Anaconda, Chun-Li, and more. And Nicki's time on the mic doesn't end there. At the end of the night, she will join forces with Daryl DMC McDaniels, Doug E. Fresh, Grandmaster Flash, and the Furious Five, Lil Wayne, and LL Cool J in a tribute performance for hip-hop's 50th anniversary. In addition to performing, Nicki also served as the MC for the evening, reprising her dual role from last year's event. Another memorable moment from last year, Nicki receiving the MJ Video Vanguard Award, a coveted Lifetime Achievement Award in honor of contributions to music video and popular culture. Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B twerk during VMA performance of Bongos. The hot girls are back. It might be September, but the song of the summer just arrived thanks to Cardi and Megan's new song Bongos, which was released on Friday, and the accompanying fashion-filled visuals. In one particularly memorable scene from the Sexy Singles music video, Cardi twerks in a bikini made of braided red hair, while Megan lounges by the beach in a red swimsuit and a feathered hat. Cardi's red braid bikini matches her long raven locks as the songstress dances inside a refrigerator to cool off. The vibrant, scantily clad parade of ensembles styled by Colin Carter made quite a splash on social media. Folks on Twitter noticed the hairy moment and celebrated, "Y'all peep that Cardi's bikini is fringed with braids," tweeting, "And Cardi in this braid bikini?" 2 years after performing their hit WAP at the 2021 VMAs, the rap stars reunited for a second time at this year's award show. The I Like It rapper, 30, and the Savage rapper, 28, joined forces to perform their latest collab, Bongos, live for the first time. Cardi kicked off the performance by descending from the ceiling on a disco ball. Dressed in a carnival-inspired royal blue dress, the I Like It rapper was joined by a crew of dancers in blue and green bodysuits. After delivering the first several bars of the danceable solo track, Megan appeared on stage in a glitzy ensemble in the same hue and relayed her own dynamic verses while strutting with her collaborator. The hip-hop favorites and their legion of backup dancers brought real hot girl energy to the MTV stage, which was decked out in palm trees and tropical neon colors, twerking and beating it up with their fierce choreography. The rappers dropped the sexy track along with its colorful music video just last week and marked the first time the two worked together since releasing their iconic chart-topping hit WAP in the summer of 2020. Both Cardi and Megan were among this year's VMA nominees. Cardi received a Best Hip Hop nod for Tomorrow 2, her song with Glorilla, while Megan Thee Stallion was up for 3 Moon Person Awards. The Houston native's Her video was nominated for Best Direction, Best Art Direction, and Best Choreography. According to Cardi, the eye-popping visuals, which feature the two rappers twerking in colorful and extravagant outfits, cost $2 million to produce. "This video is just very beautiful," she said during a recent appearance on Way Up, before explaining its hefty budget. Selena Gomez freaks out as VMA's stage catches on fire. If someone was confused at Olivia Rodrigo's performance, you weren't the only one. As Olivia performs her song, her stage starts falling apart, leaving everyone shocked and confused as to what was happening. The camera then shows Selena Gomez looking confused and worried during the performance. What started off as a seemingly normal performance quickly turned into something that no one was expecting. From the outside, it looked like a technical issue, but after looking into it further, we now know that Olivia had requested to have her stage fall apart for dramatic effect. The unique and unexpected twist in her performance left everyone talking about it, from fans to celebrities, and it was the perfect way to grab attention for her new single. Olivia has proven that her talent is just as powerful as her creativity when it comes to captivating an audience, and she brings out emotion through her music, but with this performance she also managed to create a unique visual element that made everyone take notice. It's no wonder she's quickly making a name for herself in the music industry. Selena Gomez's reaction was just one of many. People all over the world were left in awe by Olivia's performance. It was a moment that will be remembered for years to come and is sure to keep fans talking. We can't wait to see what else Olivia has up her sleeve. She has certainly proven she isn't afraid to take risks and push boundaries when it comes to her music. We're sure she has some more surprises in store for us, and we cannot wait to see what they are. Olivia has made her mark in the music industry with this inventive performance, and it's clear that her career is only just beginning. We can't wait to see what else she brings to the table. Coming off the release of her sophomore album Guts, VMA nominee Olivia Rodrigo hit the 2023 MTV VMA stage to perform 2 songs off the new record. As the second performer of the night, Rodrigo opened her set with the first Guts single, Vampire, a track that's nominated for Video of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Pop Song of the Summer, Best Cinematography, and Best Editing. The hit song is Rodrigo's 3rd single to debut on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 1. Surrounded by a forest scene of lush greenery and rolling fog, Rodrigo belted out the lyrics to the breakup ballad Vampire. As she moved on to the more upbeat second half of the song, firework explosions went off on the stage. The singer was ushered off stage as the forest scene appeared to fall apart. She then returned along with several backup dancers to perform the rock tune of Get Him Back. Previously, the 20-year-old singer-songwriter made her debut on the VMA stage in 2021, performing Good For You off her first album, Sour. That night, the Gen Z phenomenon won 3 awards: Best New Artist, Song of the Year, and Push Performance of the Year. Whether you were confused, thrilled, or surprised by her VMA performance, one thing is for sure: she brought her A-game and made a lasting impression.
Did you hear what Johnny Depp just said at the VMAs? Hey, how's it going? I'm your host Bridget Shields, and let's get right into the video. Guess who made a surprise appearance at the VMAs on Sunday night? None other than Johnny Depp, of course. In a surprising turn of events, the actor delivered one-liners between commercial breaks with his face digitally projected onto the channel's famous mascot, the Moon Man. While floating above the stage in a projection, he had time to slip in a few jokes during the breaks, and at one point he explained why he was doing the cameo and said, "And you know what? I needed the work." And in another appearance, Depp declared that he was now available for birthdays, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, weddings, wakes, anything you need, anything. And during another commercial break, he straight up said, "Hey VMAs, let's get back to the effing music, shall we?" Although some people were a little taken aback by the cameo, it's pretty clear that his appearing as that iconic Moon Man was just one small step away from his planned Hollywood resurgence. In fact, yesterday marked his first major US TV appearance since 2017, when he was on Jimmy Kimmel's talk show. But the jokes about him being in desperate need of work might just be jokes after all, considering that Johnny Depp is making some big moves when it comes to having a career comeback. So just how much work does he have lined up? Well, you'd be surprised. It was recently announced that Depp is stepping behind the camera for the first time in over 2 decades as the director of the upcoming film Modigliani, and it will be about the Italian painter and sculptor, which would be his first feature film that he has directed in 25 years. Not only that, but he is also set to star in a period drama as King Louis XV. The film, called Jean du Barry, is going to be done by French director Ma Wen, who will also star in the movie, which is official considering that filming for the production began last month in multiple locations in France, including Versailles and Paris. Depp also has a new deal with Dior to continue being the face of the Sauvage fragrance line, and for the rumors surrounding his return to the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, no, it's not true that the studio offered him $300 million or any alpacas to reprise his role as Jack Sparrow. Disney currently has plans for 2 different Pirates of the Caribbean projects, one of which will star Margot Robbie, although neither of those plans seem to include Johnny Depp. But fans are super optimistic that he will be reinstated as the iconic character. In fact, there is currently a massive petition on change.org asking Depp to be hired back for Pirates of the Caribbean 6. It's currently at over 750,000 signatures and fast approaching that million mark, so pretty soon it's going to get a little bit too big for the studio to ignore. The push to have Depp return to the franchise comes mostly after the intense testimony of Jack Wiggum, Depp's talent manager, during a defamation trial against Amber Heard. Wiggum testified that Disney's president of production, Sean Bailey, and Pirates of the Caribbean producer Jerry Bruckheimer verbally sealed a deal around 2016 to pay Depp $22.5 million for the 6th film in the franchise. However, Wiggum was never able to revive the deal following Heard's allegations in 2018 in her Washington Post op-ed, which she detailed her experience with domestic violence. He testified that since the fall of 2018, Depp has been relegated to roles in lower-paying independent movies and hasn't filmed a movie since 2020. So fans now welcome Johnny's apparent comeback into the public sphere, which comes just 3 months after his victory in the multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Heard, when a 7-person jury sided mostly with the actor, finding that Heard defamed Depp in her 2018 Washington Post op-ed, even though she didn't mention him by name. He was awarded more than $10 million in damages. Luckily for Heard, Virginia only allowed $350,000 in punitive damages, so the final amount was reduced by a few million. While she won one of her 3 defamation countersuit claims and was awarded $2 million, Judge Penny recently denied her request for a mistrial. But considering her net worth, which she reported to be around $3.5 million, it's obvious she won't be able to afford to pay back her ex-husband. In fact, with the appeals being unsuccessful, it looks like Heard will now have to actually find a way to produce more than $8 million to pay Depp.
Attending the event in a pink suit and strutting along with a cane, Connor was seen on video getting into an altercation with Machine Gun Kelly prior to entering the ceremony. It was first reported that Connor had wanted to take a photo with MGK, but after getting rejected, security moved in to push Connor away from Megan Fox and Kelly. TMZ said that things then escalated when McGregor was pushed, causing him to spill a bit of his drink as he stumbled backwards. Moments after that, McGregor can be seen tossing his drink towards the celebrity couple in a fit of rage. However, McGregor's spokesperson had a different side of the story. They said, Conor McGregor did not ask anyone for a picture, nor did he instigate this incident. He does not know Machine Gun Kelly outside of the fact that he attended Conor's fight this past July. When asked about the incident by Entertainment Tonight, Conor claimed to not even know who MGK was. He went on to explain his side of the story and said, he showed up and I don't know the guy. Nothing happened with me. I only fight real fighters, people that actually fight. You know what I mean? I certainly don't fight little vanilla boy rappers. I don't even know the guy. I don't know anything about him except that he's with Megan Fox. Now when MGK was asked about what just happened by Variety, he simply said, ha, then slapped the host's microphone before storming off. Here's what that looked like.
Someone just told me you had a little scuffle with Conor McGregor on the carpet. What happened? Okay, thank you.
And if you couldn't hear what Megan said on the end there, she said, we're not allowed to talk about it. The pair don't really seem to have any bad blood between them prior to this event, so it's certainly strange. Additionally, no report has been filed with the police on the matter. Some people were upset with the way that MGK handled things with that reporter from Variety, but another person on Twitter made an excellent point. After one user said he needs to come down off of his high horse and respect the interviewer, another user added, put yourself in his shoes for 5 seconds. He just got attacked by a deranged pro fighter. He's probably tense and is trying to enjoy the rest of his night with his girlfriend without dwelling on the incident. I'd probably do the same, to be honest. Not saying that what he did was okay, but you would be understandably frustrated if Conor McGregor just tried to start a fight with you on the red carpet and then threw his drink in your direction.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's IO Responds, and yeah. Well, it looks like it's a one-man show. Why? Well, we've been really busy here. Like the MTV VMAs, they went on, and it was so crazy. Did you see what happened between Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus? Our video views, they exploded. The comments were crazy, and we're gonna talk about them in this video. Also, there was that Justin Bieber thing. What was he crying about? And then we got a woman who kind of looks like a unicorn, and they're calling her the Unicorn Woman. Very funny stuff. My name is Michael McCrudden. Welcome to IO Responds. First off, I want to hear from you guys. Did you watch the MTV VMAs? What was your favorite moment from it? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, let's jump into our comments here. We got Tamira Knight. She's talking about this Nicki and Miley drama. So if you didn't watch it, let's roll a clip of what happened. Well, when Nicki Minaj won an award for Best Hip Hop Album, she decided to throw a little shade in Miley's direction and prove that she really isn't that nice of a person. Nicki's words were, "Now back to that bitch that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press." So Tamira Knight, she chimed in. She went on to say, "Nicki can take several seats." Live Spotted Hunk went, "Oh yeah, because Nicki is so classy." Literally, she did some like anaconda python neck twist there, and I was scared watching from home. And then I reported on it and was scared that she might watch it and find me. Crystal Watkins, "Miley is trashy AF, so I'm siding with Nicki here." A lot of support for Nicki. Agrugla Targian, "I love how Nicki is so shady all the time." So we decided to do something a little crazy here at IO. We have a second channel known as IO Trends, and we take celebrities and we put them against each other in like Street Fighter battles. So the majority of our comments were Team Nicki. I don't know, because I thought Miley really stood her ground, and apparently this whole thing was real. So the fact that she didn't go run off and hide, I got to applaud her for that. But to find out who won in our Street Fighter battle, you're gonna watch the whole video. Back to the comments. Hummer Dog, "Miley called Nicki out, so that's what she gets. Nicki is the last female you call out. Miley got owned on national TV." Man, you good, Miley? You good? I don't even know if that means, like, what is good? What is she good about? Do you understand that? Let me know down below, because I'm totally lost. Chanel said, "I hate those dumb kids who create these shows that nobody wants to watch. Just show the clip, nobody cares about you." Wait, that wasn't about Nicki or Miley, that was about me. Which kind of hurts. Moving on to the next most popular video from the week, Justin Bieber. He did a huge performance at the MTV VMAs, and then he kneeled down on the ground and he started crying. Why? We don't know. I asked Sandra, she was like, Jesus? As for our commenters, Dana Mosky, she said, "Real men aren't afraid to show emotion. Everyone calling him a B for crying obviously don't know what a man is." And that's very true. Men should cry and do it when they need to. But I feel like this was fake. This was staged. Like, how do I get people to like me more? This is a sure bet. Doe-eyed Deer said he was just crying because his microphone was poking him in the eye. And that got 135 likes. Sydney Stewart, "I believe that he was overwhelmed with all the support coming toward him. He knows that he got into terrible things, so seeing so many people cheering on him, probably a crazy feeling." I'm a guy, I wouldn't cry because people like me again. I would be like, I did it! Yeah! Peyton Williams saying, "I love Justin, but that cry was so fake." Boom! Peyton, you're speaking my language. And finally, Yo Mama said, "The host is so chill. I like him." Talking about me. But I don't know what video she was watching, because I don't think we're very chill on any of our channels here at InformOverload. Our final story that was really popular this week was the woman with this unicorn horn growing out of her head. Dave Wapple reported on it. Let's take a look.
Now her name is Liang Zhuzhang, but everybody just calls her the unicorn girl. More like the unicorn grandma, because she's 87 years old. You don't want to mess with this lady, because if she gives you a headbutt, she's gonna take your eye out.
So in that video, Dave asked you guys, what mythical creature would you want to be, or would you want to become? Destiny Rose said that she would want to be a shapeshifter. Not a bad choice. Then you can be practically anything, right? Susie Sweeney, she wants to be a cat named Tom. Really practical there. Like, you know, you can be on YouTube, a huge success, because a lot of people like those cat videos. Caps Rules went on to say mermaid, because I can't swim, but want to so badly. I think you can learn to swim without becoming a mermaid, but becoming a mermaid sounds a lot better. Show me to watch what you want. This person's got a very confusing subscriber YouTube name. I guess you can say she's horny. Yeah! Michaela Kozlov said that woman should paint her horn. I don't know why, maybe to change color, make it look like a toupee. And then a lot of commenters there, Outcast Unicorn was like, "I'm a unicorn." Hilla Pinoy was like, "I'm a unicorn too," and of course the first girl said, "FYI, I'm a unicorn." So we got a lot of unicorn viewers watching InformOverload, which is fantastic stuff, guys. We want to know more about you guys and what you're up to. So again, let me know what your favorite moment was from the MTV VMAs. Let me know what host you missed being here. Like seriously, they left me in the lurch, but it's been a blast.
Kanye West recently sat down with Nick Cannon, who as of late has had his own issues with the general public, and on the show they covered a lot of ground. Kanye talks about everything from his journey to becoming part owner of Gap, and he goes into detail about how a higher power told him to interrupt Taylor Swift at the VMAs. Make sure you got some carpet cleaner nearby, folks, cause we're about to spill some tea. Welcome back to InformOverload. I'm your host and bacon overlord, Johnny Rogers, and you're watching the #1 tea-spilling entertainment news show on the internet. Before we kick this video off though, if you want to see more videos about what your favorite influencers are up to lately, just tap that playlist in the corner of your screen. Also, if you want to be notified whenever we post new content, you gotta smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Now without further delay, let's get right into today's story. I've officially become your Kanye correspondent on this channel, and man do we ever have some yay tea for you all to enjoy. I mentioned in my previous video that the whole Kanye West and Taylor Swift incident at the VMAs happened 10 years ago, and I was wrong, by the way. This incident took place on September 13, 2009, which means it's almost been 11 years at this point. Yet even though it's been more than a decade, Kanye continues to shade Taylor along with his wife doing illegal things like releasing phone call conversations without the other person's consent. Now this story has gotten even crazier, with Kanye actually claiming that God told him to interrupt Taylor Swift. To refresh your memory of the event, allow me to cover some of the key details. This bizarre interaction took place at the start of the night when a 19-year-old Taylor Swift was accepting the award for Best Female Video. However, as she was giving her acceptance speech, we all watched a drunken Kanye run onto the stage. He then proceeded to grab the mic from Taylor. Now before we get into more of the details of what Kanye attributed to this event, let's check with Taylor, shall we? Swift offered up more of her own insights of the incident when she shared a diary entry about that night in the deluxe edition of her 2019 album called Lover. In the entry she writes, the things that can change in a week. Let's just say if you had told me that Kanye West would have been the #1 focus of my week, the media, and my part in the VMAs, I would have looked at you cross-eyed. If you had have told me that I would win the award I was nominated for, I wouldn't have believed you. And if you had have told me that one of the biggest stars in music was going to jump on stage and announce that he thought I shouldn't have won on live television, I would have said that stuff doesn't really happen in real life. Well, apparently it does. So from Taylor's perspective, God was not giving her any heads up that this was going to happen. I mean, it seems like God has a bizarre sense of humor, or maybe Kanye is still making excuses for this. Kanye said that if God didn't want him to interrupt Taylor, he would have been sitting in the back, he wouldn't have made her the first award, and they wouldn't have made it so ridiculous. For which Kanye clarified by saying that it was ridiculous because he had never heard of Taylor Swift before, adding that he truly believed Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. He does however put some of the blame for this incident on the fact that he was drinking a lot of Hennessy, which I never realized was a side effect. Warning, if you drink Hennessy, you may jump on stage at an award show and embarrass yourself. Actually, come to think of it, they should just have that on every bottle of alcohol. Just in case Kanye gets his hands on it. Kanye also noted though that the only reason he was drinking was because he didn't want to go to the award show and believed that it was all a setup, which is a little bit paranoid to begin with, and no one at the event even coerced him to do this. It was all just him. It doesn't matter if a higher power actually told Kanye to do this or not. After these events took place, it sparked this never-ending feud in the music industry, with Kanye further stoking those flames when he released his song titled Famous in 2016, which was all about how Taylor Swift should be grateful because he made her famous. He then claimed that she gave him permission to use her name in the lyrics, but after we all heard the phone call, we realized that he left a lot of information out on that phone call. After Kanye was hospitalized in 2016, he turned to the Bible for more guidance, which is why we've witnessed Mr. West excusing his own actions by claiming that God had been guiding him this whole time. He also mentions this moment of him coming to God during the Nick Cannon podcast. More specifically, he said, "God brought me to my knees multiple times. The first time that I was put into the hospital in 2016, I actually started reading the Bible. That was part of what God hit me with. You know, God has a calling on all of us and he uses us in different ways." That's a weird way for God to use you, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's a weird way for him to use you.